Yo, what's going on YouTube? Just Jake here and welcome back to my channel for another GTA Online video. And in today's video we're going to be customizing and reviewing the brand new Ocelot XA-21. Now this is a brand new car which has been drip fed to us over feels like fucking years from the Gunrunning DLC. So as you can see guys, this is a beautiful looking vehicle, but it is going to cost you a pretty penny at almost $2.4 million. So what we're going to do now guys, we're going to get this purchased, get it into my mod shop, and we're going to see what sort of customizations we can do to this vehicle. So here we go my dudes, as you pull into the mod shop you'll see the Ocelot XA-21 is in the supercar category. And I believe this is now going on what Bruffy said, another YouTuber. He is really good at, gauging speeds and all this and fucking lap times and all this sort of stuff from the new vehicles. And he says, this is coming from Bruffy, that the Ocelot XA-21 is in a straight line the 15th fastest supercar in the game. That is just in a straight line. Round a track, it comes first, which is fucking amazing. Originally, we had the Tempesta, which was first. Now we have the XA-21, which is first around a track. So this is obviously going to be fucking awesome around corners. So with that out of the way, guys, we're going to crack on, and we're going to start with the armor, as always. Obviously, we want to get 100% body armor. Then we're going to go to the brakes. We're going to get the race brakes. Now for the bumper, what sort of bumper options do we have? Going to start with the front bumper. We get a good few different options, but it looks like we get a couple which are going to be the same. So we've got primary and secondary, so they're going to be the same, just obviously different colors depending on your paint job. Doesn't really look like it makes much difference. Fuck me, seriously man, there is, other than the splitter that sticks out of the front, not a crazy amount of difference, to be fair. And personally, especially for supercars, I'm not into all this street racer splitter looking type of bollocks, so I think I'm going to keep it clean. So I'm going to stay with the stock front bumper. So we're going to move on to the rear. We ain't even got a rear bumper, it's rear diffuser, so you know what that's going to be. It's just going to be all this crap at the bottom. Again, I'm not into the fucking street racing look for supercars. I love the street racing car, don't get me wrong, but for supercars, it's not my cup of tea. So even in that case, I'm not going to keep the stock diffuser. I'm just going to remove the diffuser, man. I think that looks fucking sweet. Let's go with that. Then we move on to the engine. We've got the engine tunes. Obviously, we want to get a level 4 for that. Then we've got the engine block, and so it's going to be primary, secondary, or chrome, and it's just going to change the style of the engine, and same primary, secondary, and chrome. But what engine block actually looks the nicest? So we've got the V8s. They actually look quite cool. We've got the V12s. Man, we've got some options, which is good. And I think I'm going to go with V8. I'm going to go V8, and I'm going to keep it chrome, motherfuckers. Yeah, let's do that. A chrome V8. So next guys, we've got the engine covers. As you can see, we've got the stock engine cover at the moment. This is one that I really like, is the secondary vented aero. It's pretty much the same, but the black part changes colour from chrome to the secondary colour, which is that's pretty sweet. All these other ones I'm not a fan of. I don't like the way that squares off. And they're all pretty much similar to that, so I think I'm going to stay with my original decision, which is the secondary vented aero. Next we've got the exhaust. Fucking loads of options for the exhaust. As you can see, we've got that massive exhaust just under the rear light. It is fucking huge. I'm not a fan of the dual ones. I think I like the big rectangular looking motherfuckers more than anything. Actually then that triple looks good. That triple actually looks really good. We're going to go that one, the triple chrome cover exhaust. So then we move on to the grille. Another load of options for the grille, but again, as you can see, it's chrome, carbon, secondary, and then we do change the actual styling of it, but then again it is the same. We've got chrome, carbon, fucking all this crap. So even though we've got different grills, but we've only got a few design variations. Wow, that actually looks really cool. That changes the whole look of that car. I fucking love it. Like I said, man, I'm not a fan of making supercars look like street racers, but that exposed intercooler looks fucking mean. That looks awesome. That looks good too. The exposed intercooler with the mesh as well. That looks real nice. Looks better than that. Right, so now I'm torn between the mesh and the removed altogether. I think just because this looks 10 times meaner, I think I'm going to go with the exposed. But now, do I want chrome? I think I want chrome. Or do I want sec? No, fuck it. I'm going to go secondary exposed intercooler. So then we move on to the hood. Loads of options for the hood again. Man, I'm loving the customizations for this. There's just so much choice out there, which is fucking awesome. We've got the performance hood, the vented hood, the ram air hood. All these are really good options. I actually really like the double vented hood. That looks pretty sweet. Not a can. Shit, what am I on about? I'm not a fan of the carbon hoods, just in general, to be honest. And even on a supercar, they look even worse. So I'm definitely going to stay away from a carbon hood. The scooped hood actually looks really nice. Wow. Now, when I say wow, as soon as I see a hood, that means I think I'm going to have to get it. This invert air hood actually looks fucking immense. So I think I'm going to purchase that without even looking at the other ones. But I'm going to look at them anyway, but I've already purchased that. So this is the one I'm going to keep because I'm fucking in love with it. As soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted it. So regardless of what these look like, I'm keeping my original decision. And to be fair, all these other ones don't even look all that. We've got a few carbons and, you know, they look a bit funny. Especially that one, man. What the fuck is that? Makes it kind of look like you got a face on your hood. Looks weird. So we're not going to purchase anything other than this bad boy. So then we move on to the lights. We've got to purchase the Xeon headlights. I'm going to skip a neon kit for this build though, because I'm not a fan of neon kits on supercars. So then we've got the mirrors. So we've got an option to change the mirrors, which is pretty sweet. So we've got the lightweight mirrors, which are not overly different to the stock ones, except for the changes of colour at the bottom. And then you get to change them to a secondary colour. So again, the design isn't all that different. It's just a colour change. And again, fuck. So even though we get an option to change the mirrors, the design of them don't actually change. It's just the colour, which is a bit of a bitch. Oh man, what the hell. But anyway, we're going to go with the secondary lightweight mirrors. So then we move on to the respray, and we're going to start with the primary colour, but we're going to stay classic because I'm feeling two different colours on this vehicle. And if you go metallic and you have two different colours, they kind of start merging together and they look a bit weird. So if you want two colours on a car, you've got to stay classic. To start with, I'm not overly sure what I want to do. White actually looks pretty sweet, you know. Maybe a red. Red looks pretty good. All black looks fucking hot as shit, man. That looks awesome. But I'm not going to keep it black because I'm feeling, I don't know, maybe a bluish silver looks quite nice. I'm feeling like a dark steel with an orange. Maybe dark steel and orange might look quite nice. I think because this is based on a Jag, if you have the original colour, like I don't know, like an orange or a yellow, it kind of looks a bit funky. Even a pink, that looks fucked up, man. We're not having a pink on this car. You see, look what I mean with the orange, it kind of looks weird as well. Maybe a dark green or a race green. They're like Jag colours, aren't they? A racing green actually looks quite nice. Maybe racing green, secondary yellow. Let's have a little look at that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Pretty nice combo. Secondary colour, obviously we're going to go classic as well. Maybe we'll try like a race yellow, the brightest yellow that we've got. Now, that's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but to me, I think that actually looks really, really fucking smart. It looks like a fucking race car. That looks really cool, man. I actually really like that. I understand that's not going to be everybody's taste. Maybe we'll tone the yellow down a little bit. No, because then it kind of looks orange. Wow, that yellow actually looks quite nice with it. So I'm not a fan of this yellow bit we've got on the side, on the door side. If it wasn't for that, I think this would actually look quite nice. See, that looks a bit too yellow. That yellow actually looks quite nice with it. But I'm feeling that race yellow with that race green. That fucking screams race car, obviously. But them two colours together looks fucking sweet. And actually, they kind of look like Jag colours. I don't know. I don't really know, but I think it looks fucking sweet. Hell, what the hell? We're going to go with race yellow for the secondary. So then we've got a roof option. What have we got on here? So we've got the vortex generators, and obviously we can change them to the secondary colour, which actually looks quite smart. And we'll get the carbon option. Do I even want these? I'm not sure if I even want them, to be honest. fuck it, why the hell not? We're going to go to vortex generators, but we're just going to get the primary colour ones. Now for the side skirts, hopefully we can remove that yellow from the side of the car. I doubt it, but that's wishful thinking, I suppose, isn't it? That actually looks quite good, the secondary painted. Put a bit more yellow on that side, it kind of takes all the attention away from that massive bit of yellow in the middle. So I think that's something that we're going to go with. So we've got, like, it actually looks quite cool. So we're going to go with a little yellow strip, I think, across the bottom. So we're going to go with that one. The secondary painted extender. So now we're going to move on to the suspension. You do what I purchased, the competition suspension. Transmission, we're going to get a race transmission. And obviously turbo tuning. Now for the wheels, guys, we're going to go into wheel type. We're going to go into the high-end category, standard stock rims. I'm feeling like some chrome and maybe a bit of carbon on these. Wow, they look quite cool, man. The cheetah carbon are. They look nice, man. And then we can sort of like maybe change the trim around the edge to either a yellow or a green. Might work. I do want to stay carbon. I do want to stay carbon with this. So I'm feeling either the carbon solar or the cheetah carbon. Ooh, decisions. Fuck, I think I'm going to go with the carbon solar. And then I am going to go into the wheel colour. Are we going to go green or yellow or maybe even black actually? Might go carbon black just to black them all up. They actually look quite nice like that. So yeah, I'm going to go carbon black on the colour. Whilst we're here, guys, you might as well go into tyres and purchase the bulletproof tyres. And then we're going to go into the tyre design. What does this look like? Wow, that actually looks quite nice. I'm never usually a fan of the tyre print in this game, but on this car, and that tyre print actually looks quite nice. So yeah, we're going to purchase the custom tyres. And then at this point, I usually finish the build with getting some window tint, but I'm going to quickly change a couple of things because I've been modifying this vehicle, and whilst doing that, I've kind of gone off a couple of the things. So what I am going to do is go to the engine covers. I'm just going to change this. I'm going to change that to this top vent aero. I think that looks a little bit nicer than this one. You know, to move away from like the stock look a little bit. So yeah, we're going to go with that one. And then also I'm going to go into the bumpers, front bumper, and I'm going to grab this bad boy just so it matches up with the side skirt. And the last thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go back into the respray. I'm going to change that secondary colour because even though I really like the race green and the race yellow together, that yellow is just a little bit too bright, and it's, I don't know, because the race green's a bit dark, quite dark actually. I think that makes the race yellow look a bit brighter than normal. So I'm going to choose a more of a toned down colour. Maybe even change the primary colour again. Just try and, you know, figure something out, and just so it matches, so it all looks nice together. So what I am going to do, guys, I'm just going to stay black with it because I think that looks a lot nicer than the yellow, in my opinion. That is, anyway. I mean, you know, opinions do vary and all that, but I really do like the yellow with the green. It was just that bit on the door that was putting me off it, where it was trimmed with like the little trim around the front bumper, the little trim around the grille, also the side skirt, and the little bit on the mirrors. I actually really liked that, but there was that big fucking strip on the side of the door, which was a big block of yellow, and that was putting me off having those two colours together. Unfortunately, we did have that and we couldn't change it. So what I have done is change it to a darker colour, which is obviously black. So we're going to stay with that. And now to finish off the build, guys, we're going to go into windows and purchase the light smoke window tint. So you go, my bros, there is my build on the brand new Ocelot XA-21. And it does look fucking pretty awesome when you bring it out onto the streets, man. That green looks a lot nicer when you're out on the streets than what it does inside the mod shop. And you can see the black a little bit better as well when you're outside. But anyway, I'm fucking happy with the way it looks, man. And as you can see, we've got a retractable spoiler as well, which fucking is sweet as hell. And like I said, it is now the new undisputed champion in the supercar category around a track. Not so much in a straight line, but around a track, it is the Don, and this is the one you're going to need. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it performs. Actually, it is, you know, as you can hear, it sounds amazing. It's actually really good and responsive around corners. Look at that, how it just sticks in that corner. took that really nicely. Same with this one. There's no spin out, nothing at all, sticks straight in. So you can see why this is so good around a track. And it just looks fucking sweet as well. Whether it's worth the 2.3 million, 2.4 million maybe, price tag is going to be a matter of opinion. I mean, if you buy it and you're going to race with it, yeah, maybe it's going to be worth the price, but you know as well as I do, everything in GTA is up to chance. And if you're going to be racing randoms in a lobby, it doesn't matter whether you got the fucking fastest car in the sports category, in the supercar category, or the slowest car in the supercar category. If you get rammed or spun out, or if you make a mistake, you're going to be fucked either way, you know. So it doesn't always matter what sort of car you got in the game. But if you just want a beautiful looking car that sounds amazing and drives really, really well, this is going to be the car for you. And if you got money to burn, that is as well. So if you've got 2 million plus just laying around, why the hell not, man? Add it to your collection. It is a fucking beautiful car, and like I've already said, now the new fastest supercar in the game. But anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash a motherfucking like, and if you haven't already, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel for more GTA 5 content. And until next time guys, I'm out. Adios.